I'm Brian.
And I'm Jordan.
Welcome to our channel.
We started this to spread awareness, I guess. We are going through the foster care process and infertility at the same time. We've been really struggling, me a lot, feeling like it's a lot of my fault and feeling alone. And so I wanted to make this YouTube channel to share like my story, to see if anybody can relate and build a community around us, knowing that like you're not the only one out there and there's more than just you who is struggling and going through this and everything in between.
Yeah, we both have infertility deals going on with us, so I struggle with it too. I think I struggle a little less, if I had to guess, with it, and a little better with coping. So we're now gonna talk about our questions. Jordan asked on, I believe, Facebook and Instagram, what were some questions that anybody had relating to infertility, foster care, what have you. And so if you see us looking off camera, we're looking at our
Questions.
words are hard, sorry. The first one is, have we watched Instant Family?
Yes. I've watched it so many times. How many times do you think?
235 actually on the dot. The tracker.
Watching the video, I crack up. I don't crap up. I crack up every time because I think like it's just a circus. I think that's the real part of it is it is a lot of like circus, like welcome to the circus type feel. I don't know, I don't like that part.
I like the movie because it shows kind of both sides of the spectrum. It shows them going to the classes, which is the stage we're at, but we both have experience with foster kids in general, and not every day is a cup of tea. And it shows that in the film that, you know, some days are bad, some days are really bad, some days are great. And I'm sure here shortly we'll have our own dose of reality with that, but we both have experience with it, so we know it's gonna be, like Jordan said, a bit of a circus. And maybe not so cinematic as the movie makes it seem. And
through this channel, we will be sharing the good, the bad, and the ugly. I just want to be real on here and show like what really foster care is about, because I think sometimes it's very, how would you say, like, it looks glorious, kind of?
Yeah, I guess glorious, but you know, behind the scenes.
Really not at all. Just from like where I work and what I experience at work, and it's a totally different thing. But
second question is, when did you know that you were ready to foster?
So this kind of ties in with why we want to foster. I have been nannying for a family since I was 18, and still to this day, sometimes I will go out to Katy and nanny for them. And I just starting there, seeing everything that all the foster kids that came in their home had to deal with, really hurt my heart. And I knew that I wanted a ton of kids. When I first met Brian, I was like, I want 12 kids. And he was like, you're crazy. And I was like, I know. I don't want them all mine. I want to adopt half of them or most of them. And he was like, no, like max 4. But that's kind of where my love for it grew from. And I kind of introduced him into it. Once I became a fiance, I would bring him over with me to babysit. And yeah, a lot of fun times there.
The next question is, what age will we be fostering? And I think we both agree. Well, we have two different sides. You can say yours first.
I think it'd be nice to have, I don't know. We have decided on 0 to 5. I definitely want a sibling group though, because where I work, I see siblings being split up, and it really sucks, and they express how much it sucks. So I really want a sibling group under the age of 5.
Originally, I was like, oh, let's do it under 3 and younger, just I know it sounded like a good age, but the more and more I go into the process, the more I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's go to 5. Let's look towards 5. 0 to 5, not only 5. Just to make sure that, you know, we are opening our home to, you know, 2 more years of kids, which is that many more kids we can open our homes to provide that loving support, care, and nurturement.
The next, are you done? No?
Yeah, I was gonna read the question.
The next question, are we only in it to adopt? Or are we considering adoption, or are we doing foster care as well? And to answer that, we are looking into foster to adopt. It's been hard for me, honestly, to have to wrap my head around that, like, the first kid that comes in our home for like our first placement might not stay with us, and it sucks having to go, like, just experience pouring all this love and energy into this kid for he or she just to go home. But our long-term goal would be adoption, but we are really trying to open our hearts to foster as well.
Next question, will they wear giant bows? And the answer is, I don't think if we had a boy, they would be appreciative, but the girl might.
Yes, she will.
The next one is, will they wear Lululemon? No.
They can, only if
No.
their aunt or uncle buys it.
No.
Yeah.
No. That's
So,
expensive.
it is expensive, but
It's premium.
our
right here.
siblings have expensive taste, so if they buy it for them, I don't see why not. I'll dress them in it, but I don't think I personally will buy them Lulu.
Then another question is, who is going to be their favorite aunt? All right, next question. Are we going to foster sibling groups? Well, Jordan already mentioned that. We wouldn't want to split up a sibling group if we got offered them, just because they say there's a lot more stability, a lot more it's a little bit more comfortable for them, at least having that family member, which is, you know, brother, sister, whatever, to keep them kind of within that familiarity of their life, and to give them at least a little bit of structure when they come into our home, which we don't. I mean, obviously, before we meet them, we won't know them, but yeah. What is the process?
So the only process we know is pre-placement. We have not experienced post-placement, which will probably be another video in itself once we do get our first foster placement.
Oh my gosh, you're chill.
So I can answer at the beginning. We have to take 21 hours of classes on top of another like 5 to 6 for like mandated
CPR.
from the state, and CPR and stuff.
Home study.
Yes, home studies. A ton of paperwork.
Yeah,
They want to know everything about you, which is understandable. But when I say everything, everything they want to know. So let's see, any other questions? So that was it for most of our questions. If you have any more or would like extra topics for us to discuss, or for me to discuss, or just Brian, comment them below and we will review them.
and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you can be up to date when we post videos or whatever, which will also be found on our Facebook page and Instagram and whatnot. We'll post it there as well.
I'll comment our Instagram and the link below. Any major updates with this will probably be on Instagram first. The videos will be kind of delayed. So if you want real life updates, head over to my Instagram, which I will put right here, hopefully.
Have a nice time.